Hey guys, it's Cassie at Toys Trinkets, and today I am getting ready to take photos, and I'm just about to set up my photo studio because I like to keep mine out of the way, so it is on my ceiling. Alright, so I keep my photo backdrops up on the ceiling and on these roller bars. It took a little bit of work to get it done because it doesn't come with the tubes. I had to go get PVC from the hardware store, and then I had enlisted a little help from my husband to get it all the way up there and in the right places so it didn't come crashing down. Anyway, I've got that up there. I've got some new lighting, and this guy's up now. Usually he's hanging out. I've got my ring light under the table because it collapses down and this moves flat, so I can keep that out of my way so I still have my workspace, which is awesome. The other really awesome part about this light, it is dimmable, so it goes really bright or a little darker. And then the other cool thing is that it has warm light versus cool light. So I love that feature. It's very nice. My bar lights I use to fill in, they are only dimmable. They don't have any color adjustment, but they make a huge difference as well because with the size of my space, this isn't quite enough to make the whole background uniform and everything else. So it helps to have stuff to help fill in on the brightness. Now, for the really cool part about my photo booth is that it's not here when I'm not using it. So here we go. This is what I need. I just have to pull this chain down. And there it is. A little straightening and she's ready to go. It makes such a difference, and I work on this scale I have that cover the whole table because I want, when I have larger items, I want it to be able to work. I end up getting things that just, they're too big for a small little box to take things to take pictures in. I need something. The Shira Castle, you know, it sits to like right here. You've got something about 20 inches tall. You need to be able to make an adjustment with your light so that it's, you know, in the right place and everything, you know, works out for you so that you're hitting everything. Some of the fun things I've learned. I have had, you know, cheap lighting for a very long time. They come with 5 adjustable, like movable bulbs, and the lighting was never right. It was never bright enough. It did the trick. It got the job done. But when I wanted to do this and have it be nice, I was like, I really need to do this. It was just something that, it was a big chunk of change to buy all the stuff and to do it, but I am very glad that I did. It's just an investment. It's an investment in making things simpler and making things move faster and making things be just all of that. So sometimes it really stinks to have to buy and fork out the big chunk of change, especially because it seems like it's all at once. But if you can't, find a way to do the best you can with what you've got. And that's what I had to do for a very long time. And it's just been growing and evolving. It's slow. It is a slow process. This year is not going to be my big money year because I reinvested in getting this stuff. It's not easy. It's not cheap. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes a lot. So if you think this is going to be quick and easy and you're going to be, you know, rolling in it right away, you're in the wrong business. It takes time. But the key to making money in this business is listing. And so list. That's all I can say. So I recently found something else though that I just got to try out on Saturday or Sunday because I was still taking photos then too. I found a Lazy Susan. So I found, ooh, sparkly. So I found this and made it a little more custom. So it's just one of those El Cheapy kitchen ones, but I found it for $5 at the thrift store. I was like, well, I can make an attempt and I can hijack it. I had to take it had like the little ribbing all over it, so luckily that was already, it wasn't in very good shape to begin with, so luckily that came out really easy because the glue wasn't sticking very well. So I was able to take that out and put in some white foam core, and then I had replaced this backdrop once because the first time I did it, it was a little short. I didn't get enough fabric cut, and oops. So I needed a longer piece. So this time I got more than I needed in case something comes up that I have to like do something else with. So anyway, I had extra from the old backdrop, so I was able to cut it, put this on here, and then luckily I tested it out. So far it is, I can ever so slightly notice it if it's out far enough, because it is curved and my background, when it hits, it creates a straight, horizon. It's nice though, because all I need to do is just slightly turn my item. As long as I get it lined up in the center, if I turn it, I don't have to really be fussing with it other than the initial time I set it up. So it made my pictures go a lot faster, I feel. I was pretty excited, especially when it comes to making sure that the eyes for that main photo that I use on Instagram and everything else, I'm trying to make sure the eyes are looking at the camera, or that their faces are turned just right so that they're in the best, I want them to look their best for that particular photo and the first photo on eBay and that kind of thing. And so it was nice to just turn it ever so slightly with this without having to pick the whole thing up and move it. So a lot of fun, really cool. Those are some of my fun tips that I've learned. Well guys, I really hope you enjoyed seeing behind the scenes with me today. I love my photo studio, and I really am glad that I made the upgrades I did so that I can take better photos. It's so much fun having something different and finding what works for you. So I highly recommend always looking for something that's going to streamline your process to make things simpler, and just don't be afraid to try something new and see if it works or if it doesn't. We all make mistakes all the time. It doesn't stop because we're human. So, just try. That's all you can do, and hopefully you will find something that makes you excited to keep doing what you're doing and that works, and to make it go quickly, especially when there's things that can become tedious. If you've got photos of things and I've got a lot of photos to take, so if it becomes something that you're dreading, you've got to find something to make it not so dreadful. So I don't dread taking photos. I enjoy getting the nice shot, and part of the reason for that is because now I do have Instagram and I have people that enjoy seeing the photos. So, you always have to look at different angles and try to figure out what's going to keep you moving. There's a lot of times that you get bored. And so if you're bored or it doesn't sound enticing, you don't want to do it. I mean, who wants to do something that they're bored or is uninspiring or any of those things? I completely get it. So I was always looking for something to keep me going, to keep me excited, and I've kind of found my stride a little bit, and I still keep looking though. So I highly recommend, don't give up, keep trying. If you are looking for something that works for you, don't ever give up. Figure it out. That's the only way there is, you gotta figure it out. Don't quit. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so I can see you again next time. Bye.